Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to today's episode of the official ARK podcast number 269. My name's Coach Mistletoe, and I'm here live with the core team. Your host for tonight, as always, the one and only Mr. Atlas. Please take it away, sir.
Thank you, Coach Mistletoe, and welcome back, Mistletoe,
Thank
to
you.
the ARK podcast, my friend. Hope you enjoyed yourself. We definitely missed you. I hope you missed us. But it's good to take some time off. Go enjoy yourself. You're a young man. Good to be out there dancing, being around friends and the community. So good to have you back on board. Today's going to be a short one. We released a Sparky a couple of hours ago. I had an engagement that I had to go to. Wasn't sure how long it was going to take. So just in case, so we would be able to deliver. I released a Sparky a couple hours ago. We're going to announce it actually right now. Doing a little bit different today. So we're getting Mistletoe Incorporated back, running the comms, doing all the good work here that he always does. So today's Spark Prize winner, their wallet ends in 375E. They've won 409.8. Happy for first time. Had a two-time winner.
You're breaking up a little bit here.
Well, I know. Is it?
I think it's
In the nature.
thing. Yeah, I think we lost you there. But yeah, it's definitely good to be back. Glad to be back home for sure with everyone. Back on the pod, running the daily comms. It was a long week out there, that's for sure.
Yeah, that was sounds like a real event. I don't think I would survive.
Yeah, it was
die.
7 days in the heat, and the first day, man, I swear we had this whole. My buddy, he brought this whole gazebo out. It's like a almost like a carport shade thing, and we brought this out, and he took it all together. He took it apart, and it's just all these pipes, and just we brought it out, and it's probably about 62 pipes. Didn't have any instructions or anything, and boom, we had to set that up. It took us like 3-4 hours. Oh, Atlas is back.
Yeah, got to the matrix. Coincidentally, where I'm staying right now, the router resets IPs.
Oh,
exactly
annoying.
at that time. Yeah, this is the new release, the DHCP. So yeah, it is what it is. So we clicked over to the backup, third backup here. Yes, sir. So yeah, we're talking about the two-time winners are rolling up. So let's go ahead and let's bring our screen. Can you see the screen?
We see the ARK logo. Yes, we do.
All right.
Did you say we had a two-time winner?
Yes. Well, 2 days ago. 2 days ago yesterday was a two-time winner, and then 4 days before that was another two-time winner, and then see here, 8 days before that was another two-time winner. So the MVP for today, their wallet ends in 6628. 3 referrals they've received into their vault. Their nitro. Happy days, folks. And with that, we're not going to have today the regularly scheduled sweep widget. We're going to start that off tomorrow. Another announcement, really important. What we're going to do, Mistletoe, where you have the list of the winners, the past week's winners. So we're going to combine and do a double airdrop to combine the two. I want to sit down with you. We're going to go through that. get that set up, so we'll do it all in one shot.
Nice.
So I think that's 3 days to do it. In 3 days, we'll drop the bomb of ARK on everyone. It'll be awesome. Major
Let's
boost
go.
for all the good folks. And today we will not have the wheel of the toad since we didn't have the speed widget. We don't have 3 shorts. We have 2. Is that correct, Coach Mistletoad?
That is correct, but man, I'm gonna have to look back in some of these awesome shorts. I saw some new contestants I've never seen before. So I know, I mean, I think at least 15 shorts I gotta watch back and upload to the YouTube channel and review, and oh yeah, it's gonna be fun. So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, brother.
But yeah, if you
Absolutely
guys
awesome.
have any shorts still to come, make sure you enter them. We do have the shorts contest running still. It's a new contest for anyone to get involved. Whether you're a new content creator, you're not even started yet, or you're a content creator that's an expert and have thousands of followers. So get involved. All you simply have to do is create a short on the ARK. Whether it's about the roadmap, your experience about the ARK, something you're looking forward to, ARK-G, the migration of Polygon, any sort of thing. Even get creative with AI. There's going to be lots of prizes to win once we get the 3 shorts in. We just need one more for tomorrow. We're going to do voting for by the community to choose the best short of the day. And that prize, oh, hello, Juan. think he
Was
actually
that on
turned on his
purpose?
cam. But
Said it
hello, Juan.
before.
Maybe you want to make a farming short there and submit it. But yeah, that's the shorts contest. Got $50 worth of ARK to win, voted for by the community. For round 2, what we do when 7 people win the first ARK short of the day, we actually move them on to round 2, where they can win up to $100 worth of ARK for best short of the week, also voted for by the community. We're also going to do best ARK short of the month, which means every person that wins best short of the week is going to go to a third round where the community is actually going to go vote head to head for all the best short of the weeks to choose that grand prize winner of $500 worth of ARK. So that's going to be amazing. We're also giving away $500 worth of ARK for the most viewed video, whether that be across TikTok, YouTube, Instagram Reels, Facebook Shorts, any sort of the platforms. The person that has the most views out of any of those platforms is going to take home that prize of another $500 worth of ARK. And I'm really excited to see. I know there's probably, I haven't checked in a week, but there's probably some videos on TikTok that have reached over 10,000 plays. So we got some good competition going. And hey, not if you don't think you can win any of the daily prizes, any of the best prizes of the day, the week, the month, the most views, we are also going to do 5 random prizes for anyone that gets involved. Whether it doesn't have to be an amazing short that you spend hours and hours on. Whether you spend 10 minutes filming yourself talking about the ARK, it's really all it takes is just get yourself out there. Anyone that submits any short form video for that, at the end of the month, we're going to do the Wheel of the Toad, where every time you submit a video, you're going to get an entry onto the Wheel of the Toad, where we're going to give 5 prizes of random wins of $100 of ARK each. So get involved. There's lots of prizes to be won. And yeah, we just need one more for tomorrow, and we'll have another batch. So looking forward to it, and looking forward to looking up all those shorts that I missed. Good job, everyone.
Yes, sir. Let's turn it over to Brett Nordine, catch up with him. How are you doing today, sir?
Hey, doing great. Yep, we're just working the plan. Alex sent over a list today of what he has remaining, so he's just checking off the list and working hard now. I think it's we're in the final stages of he knows everything that he needs to do, so we're just working through that. We've got the metal cards on order coming into our printer shipper, so everything's kind of coming together. I've got some banners ready, and we'll be doing a press release here. When the launch happens, I'll be developing that over the next week or so. So yeah, we're in the final stages, and the tarot card will hit the market and I think make a decent splash. I think the air card is doing great, being received well, but we know we've got to really get this tarot out there so we can round off the offering and have a physical card that we know can really take off in the marketplace. There's a high demand for it, and forward to wrapping that up. Otherwise, just working on, the arc light and those things. And I think we've got a great plan for the launch. We've got to go through some of the pre-sale details, but otherwise, that one is shaping up extremely well, and I'm very excited about that and what it can do for us, and bringing in a new investor crowd, and really reinvigorating kind of a little bit of crickets in the Telegram and Discord lately. I think the price is taking its toll, and we want to see that get turned around, not only with the utilities but also with new user growth. Yes, the crickets are real. Mistletoe is on for a week, and it probably feels like a month in crypto time frame. It's got to be like some kind of crypto year. 1 year in crypto is like 10 years in business or at a regular job, I'm sure.
It sure feels that way.
Yeah.
It sure feels that way. And when Terra comes, you would think like, oh, okay, a little bit of a breather. But no, my friends, there is no breather. The arc light is, as you're saying there, Brett, it's been worked on for such a long time now, and coming together, as you say, very, very, very nicely. This week's been fun. Been having to spend some time doing some hand holding, some PR. There's a lot of backroom PR that happens in this business. A lot of conversations with folks that want to know what's going on. They know, they're hearing through the grapevine that the ARK is cooking something major. There's already some there's already some information going around. There's few people that know we're being very key as to who we let in, but it's making its rounds. The space is quite small, and there's already a lot of interest coming back, not only from the folks into Web 2, which is, as you know, our average Joes and Janes, the people who want to get on board, but also within the space here, as we understand, there's really a need. Folks are I think in a position where they're looking for sustainability at a level that is sustainable for a very, very long time, and the intention here with the ROI DApp, with the vault, is to create these businesses, to create these revenues, to complete the cycle, right? The thing about ArkLight is that it's already coming with its revenue built in. It has its heart. And the whole zero Ponzonomics narrative comes into big play here, and again, I think the ARK is going to step up and do it in a way that hasn't been done before, in a fashion that hasn't been done before. We're very excited about it, and I'm certain there's going to be a lot of attention from within these communities. A lot of folks that are still continuing to the whole, the token parabolic, all that jazz that people make you believe. That model, I personally believe it's on its last legs. I think that folks are wanting now to have sustainable, real utility, which is what we've always intended to do, and wait until we unleash and we set it free and we open the curtains and folks can take a look and see what we got cooking here. It's going to be something amazing, historic, I believe.
Absolutely. Yeah, now whenever you have a token, you're going to have supply and demand. I mean, it is what it is, and the price is going to cycle. What we're trying to do with the utilities is lessen the requirement for new capital to come in, create that demand and revenue that can come back and support the system, support the token. And with the vault, we're going to have a hybrid. I think I said that probably 4 or 5 months ago. We're going to end up with a hybrid model where it's a very high reward system that has to have some level of user growth to support a high yield. But at the bottom of that curve is going to be a base of utility revenue that's really going to support the price level. And I think that this model going forward, where we have this hybrid, I bear market and living through these cycles that we've been through now. Without that utility, you're going to have a really hard time convincing enough people long enough to keep playing the game. And we saw the sentiment shift, and as soon as it shifted, that went away, and now we have price depreciation, and we don't have the revenue yet to support the token price. But when we do have that revenue to support the token price, we can, narrow those ranges, narrow that range, or minimize the range of that token price to be something I think is a lot more acceptable to a lot of people, and make it appealing to a much broader audience to come into the vault. But we're not there yet, so we've got to keep building. We've got to be able to weather the storm. In the meantime, I think we're doing the right things to attract new eyeballs, bring them in the system, and as we've said, you want to earn more, you've got to learn more. And in that learning process, they'll see the 2% system, and they'll understand that that is a higher risk, higher reward system that has some different dependencies. The ARK Quant, or the ARK Lite, that we're going to call it, is going to have a sustainability mechanism that's not in the vault. It's going to have something that's not Ponzonomics, or doesn't have that kind of narrative around it, where you have to have continuous user growth coming into the system. So yeah, it's going to be an exciting time for us, and there's lots ahead. Many decisions to be made, and I'll just throw out there that if you're a legacy NFT holder, I think you'd be very, very happy with how we're trying to handle this introduction of a new platform into the system. I think it'll be beneficial to the legacy NFT holders, and then medium to long term as well to the vault, as those people get introduced to a much higher performance system. So yeah, good stuff to come.
Yes, sir. Yeah, there's a shift definitely happening. I was just taking a look here at the Moonark app web page, and in the D apps right now, there's only 160, 4.8 million TVL total. Wow, there's definitely been a massive shift that we've seen in this, what we call the little corner of DeFi. So yeah. Perfect timing, I think, again, to come through. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, you go into any of the groups, anything that they've been throwing this term around, and it sort of started with a lot of the YouTubers saying, if it has Ponzonomics, I'm not getting into that system. Or if it's an ROI DApp, I'm not playing the game. And so there's this narrative that's played out, and I think that through the last 3-4 months, and kind of when we started to shift in terms of new users coming in, price going down, we could see that build momentum. And there's this sort of now knee-jerk reaction to anything that has a supply and demand requirement with new user growth, new capital, new liquidity coming into the system. There's a negative sentiment overall. There's some people that are still excited about certain ROI dApps. I think that those may be numbered in their days, or they may go through a much more dramatic cycle when that does happen, because I think that the overall sentiment right now is take your money and run, hit the big X's where you can, and don't worry about the long-term viability of a project. And certainly that, I think that mindset is pretty well entrenched now, and has been brewing that way for the last 3 to 6 months. So yeah, we've got to overcome that, but I think we can change that narrative in showing that we have utility, we have revenue supporting the system, which is something that hasn't been done before, because it takes time, energy, money. You've got to really stay in this long enough to see this through. But with the crypto banking products, and then ultimately the privacy products, we've got a suite of things that can really put things around. We've seen what Proton Mail's done. We've seen what other platforms have done. Even a fraction of that pie brings millions of users into this protocol. So yeah, I'm hopeful, but also have my sights set on a very long-term time horizon for the vault, as well as the rest of the ecosystem.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Well, today we're officially 221 days out of the gate. Boy, we've come a long way. and yeah, so much more to do. So I know we want to hunker down as much as possible and really put the speed on it as much as we can with releasing the Terra and then going out and getting the ArcLight and everything set up there. A lot of great work we did to this actual week, uh, creating the the whole structure, right? Molding the clay. The back end has been under some work, but the fine details are just now getting ironed out. The revenue model is also been doing extremely well. So it's all coming together. Very excited about that. And yeah, we have already said who the Spark Prize winners are for today, as well as the MVP. Tomorrow we'll be doing the Wheel of the Toad. Coach Mistletoe's going to make another sweep widget as soon as we're done here, and we're also see here. We're not going to do the DeFi sessions today. I know we're a bit early since we haven't done all the usual stuff we do. Waiting for Coach Mistletoe to get back into the captain's chair there of the
Making the
spaceship.
sweep right now.
Oh, awesome. Always doing the great work, man. Glad to have you back, brother.
Thank you.
So, folks, we're going to go ahead and conclude the podcast for today. Tomorrow, we will be back same time, 4 p.m. EST, 8 p.m. UTC. And I believe we'll have the full enchilada, as we like to say. The whole show will be on. Back tomorrow, Friday. Please take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. And we'll see you then. We're going to stick around and do a little Q&A here